Well, we're here at the Kingsburg Depot, Kingsburg, California. They finished the restoration on this about a year ago, and they did an awesome job. This place was a real mess. The railroad donated it to the city, I'm not even sure when. They made it the Chamber of Commerce building, but they vacated that in the 80s, and it was just left to fall into disrepair. The Friends of the Kingsburg Depot put it back together. They did a very good job. We're going to take a tour of it, check it out, and I hope everyone enjoys it. And the outside of the Kingsburg Depot, this is the north side of it. That'd be the waiting room and the portico where the passengers could wait under there if it was raining or whatever. And looking down the side of the building, and there's the upstairs living quarters, where the loading dock down there. This is the old house track here, loading track. They've done a really good job. Took them about 10 years to do this, and they really did a good job. I'm up here at Kingsburg at the restored Kingsburg Depot. What's the name of your club that did the group that did this?
Friends of the Kingsburg
Friends
Depot.
of the Kingsburg Depot have restored this to its 1922 condition, which was the last time that Southern Pacific actually made any modifications to this building. Yes. They've done a spectacular job. This looking out the upstairs bedroom window, looking north up towards Fresno, down the main line, and we'll backtrack here. This is the bedroom, and this is all period specific. Everything here is specific to that period, even them roller skates.
Yeah, most of the personal items in this room belong to the people who lived here in 1922.
You said that was the Millers? Is that what you said?
What? This is their wedding picture. The Miller. He was the station agent here.
This was the one in the 20s when this was.
Yes, Andrew Miller, 1911 to 1924.
Wow, spectacular. And this was the dining room.
Yes.
Or probably, maybe if they had kids, a spare bedroom.
Spare bedroom.
Again, beautiful job.
There's the Miller family. They eventually grew to have so many children they had to move out. They couldn't fit in this space. And they built a rooming house, a boarding house downtown. And then the telegrapher lived up here.
And this is the kitchen. And did you say the plumbing works all through up here?
What's that?
The plumbing works all.
Oh yeah, it's all
everything is working. It's
yeah.
What an awesome job they've done. Nice old stove.
Fully functional. You can put ice in
We
the
call
ice
we
box.
call our $2,000 refrigerators ice boxes today. We still do, but that's a real ice box.
You put a block of ice in there and keep your drinks cold.
And this the living room, the crank phonograph there. And what'd you say this was? Atwater?
Atwater Kent, 1923 Atwater Kent radio
Top of the line.
with a horn speaker.
Period specific books. I love it. And then the bathroom here.
Your,
Awesome medicine cabinet there.
your 1920s medicines, mostly alcohol. Faucet tub.
My wife would kill for that bathtub.
Yeah, it's the original one.
And all the plumbing works in here. You come
Yeah.
here, wash up, take a bath, go to the bathroom, weigh yourself.
Just the way it was.
Just looking out at the Kingsburg coffee cup,
Yeah.
or percolator, or whatever that is.
Yeah. All 1920s light fixtures. In the 20s, they didn't have any shades over the bulbs. It was a status symbol how many bulbs you could afford. So you wanted all
Want
the
everybody to
neighbors-
see them.
You wanted everyone to see them, yeah. And then the stairway, which is,
Narrow and steep.
yeah, and a very big part of the restoration because this was all broken up through here. 23 steps.
Outside, this is all restored to the colors it was back then, the SP tan and brown colors. When they started this, it was red and white.
Red in 1968 when the Chamber of Commerce was here.
Ah,
This is colonial yellow, Maroa brown, and warm white. This dock used to extend within a foot of the track over there. You see the green paint on the corner of the sidewalk down
yeah.
there? This dock used to go all the way out to where that green mark is. So you just had a narrow gap between the boxcar and the dock.
Load stuff
To
up.
load and unload. And the dock's 80 feet long because old-time boxcars are 40 feet long, so you could load 2 cars at a time off of this dock. And the trucks would back up to this side of the dock. So you could directly load and unload trucks across the platform onto cars, or train cars across the platform into trucks.
This is the south end of the depot and the loading dock. Again, looking north. They're hoping to acquire some property from UP that they can use to extend a track out there to put some a steam locomotive and some cars, period specific cars on static display. I hope it works out for them.
The passenger waiting facility.
Wow, I had no idea they had the smoking section
That
back
was
then.
the only room on the depot property where smoking was permitted, was that one room. This is the general waiting area where you wait for your train, including the ticket window. Something brand new in 1922, a telephone.
A lighted telephone booth from 1923. Spectacular. And so
The door to the trains.
and that is what they called the house track. And that's where they pull the train in, load the passengers, and pull back onto the main line.
The pavement used to extend all the way out to the main line. And there was a semaphore signal out there.
Yeah, for the train orders.
Yeah, train order signal. Still finding furnishings for this room. Supposed to be 2 big leather oversized chairs in there. Where titans of industry could sit there and smoke their pipes.
Yeah. Very cool. Regulator clock.
That's a calendar clock. It keeps track of the day of the week as well as the time. It's a 1890s model. It's been up there a long time.
And for those of you who don't know, it was the railroads who brought standard time into existence. So they could not run into each other.
One of the stories we tell about time and the telegraph is it wasn't possible for the whole country to have unified time until the telegraph. But every day at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, they sent a long dash on the telegraph. And everybody in the entire country set their time at exactly 12 noon on the East Coast, 11 in Central Time, 10 at Mountain Time, and here on the West Coast, they did it at 9 a.m. every morning. So you corrected your clock to straight up 9 a.m. when you heard that dash from the Naval Observatory back in Maryland. And for the first time in history, all the towns in America had the same time.
Cool.
So the telegraph was part of the timekeeping system.
This is the working part of the depot, the original. This is where people did their business with the railroad express agencies and period-specific packages. They have a telegraph that actually works. It's run by a computer now, but this is where the operator, the telegrapher, and the ticket agent would have all been in here. They've done such a cool job of doing all this. There were 2 telegraph machines, one for the railroad and one for Western Union. The old extendophones, switchboard. I'm told that's where the agent sat. That's the ticket window there. And this is where, I don't know what this guy's title would have been. Whoever ran the depot, would that have been the...
Station agent.
That's the station agent, the ticket agent, and then the telegrapher sat here. These old cool file drawers. All the tongue and groove down here is all original to this building. Very, very cool job. And here they could have went, that's looking north up the tracks. Very nice job. Well, that was the tour of the Kingsburg Depot. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Again, if you have any comments, please put them in the comment section below. If you have any ideas that you'd like to see me do a piece on, if I can put it in the comments, if I can make that work, I will. I'm really enjoying doing this for everybody. I hope everyone enjoys it as much as I enjoy doing it. And remember to view, like, and subscribe. If you have friends and acquaintances and family who may enjoy this kind of stuff, please tell them about my channel. Thank you. Everyone have a nice day.